Hello, my name is Bob Havery, and this is the fourth in our series of new perspectives on beloved hymns. I'm here in St. John's Church in Waterbury with this wonderful McManus pipe organ. And today we're going to be taking a look at Gwyneth Walker's Variations on Amazing Grace. Gwyneth is a New Englander, and she is a highly successful and respected composer. She writes new music for all genres of music, in her dairy farm in rural Vermont, as well as in her hometown of New Canaan, Connecticut. Her music has been described as being beloved by performers and audiences alike for its energy, beauty, reverence, drama, and humor. She packs all of this into her brief variations on Amazing Grace. Gwyneth starts the piece with a very bold statement of the theme, unharmonized on the trumpet stop. After going through a verse of that, she gives us a first variation, which is a little bit bluesy, and maybe this is a little bit of Gwyneth's sense of humor here. And then, after she finishes that verse, we come to it's not the tune at all. In fact, the tune is going to disappear for a full page and a half of music. But there is more going on in this section, and I think it is quite fascinating. Let's go back and take a look at the circumstances of the creation of this famous hymn. You may have heard the story of how John Newton, the writer of the hymn, was the captain of a British slave ship until he had a revelation of faith and converted and went on to write this hymn about being saved by the amazing grace of God. Well, Gwyneth gives us a different angle on this story in the introduction to the printed music. And I'm going to be reading right out of the music and what she writes for us here. She writes, "But now," wrote Newton, "the Lord's time was come. Disaster struck. Newton was awakened by a huge wave breaking the timbers and cries of, 'She's sinking.' Newton raided the cargo for materials to stuff leaks as the long battle was fought for the ship's survival. Although exhausted, he lashed himself to the wheel and steered the ship for 11 hours. Then he began to pray. The incident is reflected in the second line of his hymn, Amazing Grace. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see." I'll read that again. The incident is reflected in the second line of his hymn text. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. And I think Gwyneth's music reflects these lines as well. We've already seen how the musical theme, being lost, could be a representation of that feeling of being lost. Well, this might be the storm. Pretty dramatic and stormy stuff, and it sets us up for this return of the theme itself, that theme which had been lost for a page and a half and now is found in this music. So here it is, Gwyneth Walker's Variations on Amazing Grace.